Hi, my name is Benjamin, and I'm from AttackOnGaming.com, and we're here with.
Kim Stinger. How you doing? From Star Trek Continues. I play Lieutenant Uhura.
All right, cool. So it's nice to meet you, Kim. I think this is the first time we've met now.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you, Benjamin.
Cool. All right, so Star Trek Continuum. So for a lot of Star Trek fans, they may not have heard of it, although if they're fans, that'd be weird. But could you just briefly explain what that is to the audience at home?
Sure. Star Trek Continues is basically the fourth and fifth seasons. You know, the original show was supposed to be a 5-year mission, but it got canceled in its third season. So we picked it up right from the last episode of that classic show, and we've taken the baton and are taking it forward through the fourth and fifth years of that mission to complete it.
All right, cool. So I take it that this isn't a television series, or is this a web series, or?
This is a web series. It's accessible at StarTrekContinues.com. Right now we have 3 episodes that we have filmed. We are actually premiering the 3rd episode right here at the Supanova in Sydney, and we will also be in Perth if you're available to come to that one. But we're really excited. We've had some great guest stars, Lou Ferrigno. We've had some fantastic writing, some fantastic effects. I mean, it's really hot on. So hopefully you'll check it out.
All right. So obviously there are only 3 episodes being made so far. And you mentioned Lou Ferrigno as a guest star, but could you give us any hints towards like guest stars that will be appearing in later episodes, maybe?
In later episodes, well, you know what? I don't have any information on later episodes. I can tell you that we've had some guest stars who are actually here on the floor today at Supanova. Aaron Gray has been on our show. Jamie Bamber has been on our show. So we have some fantastic connections with a lot of people who are big Trek fans and who want to continue to carry the mantle. So we look forward to having some fantastic people continue to work with us and just continue to move this forward.
Cool. All right, so you mentioned Star Trek fans briefly there. Are you a fan yourself?
I was a fan of Nichelle Nichols, specifically, I have to say. She was the first person I saw who looked like me on TV, so I followed her, and by default, Star Trek. But now that I'm part of the show, I'm much more of a fan.
Okay. So you mentioned that you're a fan of hers. So what's it like picking up where she's left off?
Oh my gosh. Well, she was at our premiere of our initial episode, and she sat right beside me. And here I am on screen playing this legendary woman who's sitting right beside me. I was freaked out, but she was so encouraging and so compassionate and loving, and I just love, you know, she's basically patted us on the back and said, "You're doing a good job." So that makes me feel great. A wonderful, regal, excellent spirited woman. So I am very humbled to be able to play her role.
Cool. All right, so there is a Star Trek movie universe, as you're aware. So do you think there would ever be like a crossover of universes, perhaps, where, I mean, like, because obviously it's already happened according to the continuity, but do you ever think that maybe you would appear in one of the more later Star Trek movies?
Oh my goodness. Well, I think they've got a great Uhura in Zoe Saldana, but if given the opportunity, hey, I would love to. I think it would be wonderful if we could kind of reach out and get some continuity between medium, because I think the same people who are going to the movies are going to the web, are going to some of the older shows and older episodes, and trying to just digest as much of the Star Trek universe as they possibly can. And if we can work together to do something like that, like I would love to have Nichelle Nichols be written into one of our episodes and be able to work with her. So keep your fingers crossed. I think that would be great.
That would be great. So basically, us here at Attack on Gaming, we're a gaming website. We talk about video games and things. Are you a gamer yourself?
I am not a gamer. I'm not a gamer, but my brother is a very, very big gamer.
Okay. All right. So for fans that might be unfamiliar with you, what other roles have you had in the past?
Well, I've had mostly a career in commercials. And commercial print, but I've been on Bold and the Beautiful. I've been on in some direct-to-DVD films, but this has been my passion project.
Sweet. All right, so I think that's about time on this. Do you have any closing comments or anything? Anything you want to plug, or?
Well, I just want to say thank you. We really appreciate you coming out.
No worries.
And if you are in Sydney or in Perth, please come to Supanova and check us out. We'd love to have you present at the premiere for our 3rd episode. It is going to be set in the Mirror Universe, if you're at all familiar with Star Trek. So it's very, very interesting. And if you haven't seen the show, go to StarTrekContinues.com. We'd love to have you check it out.
Cool. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My pleasure. It was fun.